Today, we have a new student. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Aurora.
Hello, my name is Misty and welcome to Misty Offset. Today we'll be talking about my main character from my series called Phantom Forces. Her name is Aurora Harris.
To understand who Aurora is as a character now and who she used to be, we have to go way back.
So without further ado, let's get into this.
In the year 2016 or 17, I made a character named Elise. Some of you may recognize that name as Aurora's mother. She wasn't always like that though. Originally, she was my main character to play as during role plays or when I was making comic books. That all changed when I aged up Elise and created Aurora. Suddenly, Elise got sidelined and I was fully focused on her. Just like any new character, she had a few designs here and there, and obviously one stuck. And if you're wondering about all the child designs, it's because of the fact that Phantom Forces was originally going to have a whole cast of children and not teenagers. I changed this after a while due to the fact that role-playing as children, even though I was in middle school when I made her, still felt a little off. And to be fair, Aurora's hero design is exactly age appropriate. After that change and I got some motivation, I created Phantom Forces on September 2nd of 2018, releasing the pilot that very same day. On September 30th, episode 1, The Journey Begins, was officially released. As I got older and the series progressed, I began to become very bored with Aurora. Not trying to be bored, but whenever I had to write something for her, or whenever I had to draw her even, I became bored. I didn't know what to do with her anymore. She was just the main girl character, because she had already had her journey, unlike the other characters. She knows about the rings, she knows the mysteries and everything, and is clearly hiding something that I didn't get to due to the series being revamped. But that was it. This was way more than apparent when the Spirit games came out. I wanted her to go from being the strong female character and only the strong female character to being more complicated. I wanted to show the difference between Aurora Harrison and Aurora Harris. You guys see what I did there? Oh, fuck you. Anyways, the second reason for the redesign of all the characters, especially Aurora, was due to some drama that the original Phantom Forces went through. Without being friends with the original creators of about 3 of the characters in the original series, I needed to revamp the entire show, which was fine, because again, I was thinking about it at first, but this was more of a reason to do so. And that brings us to our current Aurora, Aurora Harris.
Growing up in Eastwood, Aurora had a very difficult life. Her town was full of anger, jealousy, and just a lot of hierarchy, which is a lot for a little girl to deal with. So she needed a way to cope with all of that.
Alright men, listen up. The mayor has been kidnapped. Again. It's up to us, the Phantom Forces, to save him.
The best way I can describe Eastwood is if Detroit, Chicago, and New York's worst and best places had a baby. Even though this town wasn't the greatest for her upbringing, she always wanted to help people no matter what. It was basically like a blessing in her soul and also a curse.
This is why she takes pity on people like Cedar. She sees him as a victim of circumstances despite him literally trying to kill her later. She always stands up for people that she sees as weak, for the lack of a better term. And she can't help but always want to jump into danger despite knowing the risk. I think this part of her character makes her more interesting than her counterpart, more interesting to watch and more interesting to write. And this personality is all because of her upbringing in Eastwood combined with the fact that she always wants to help people. What happens if this gets her into trouble later? Heck, one day she might just save the wrong person, and it might cost someone's life. But hey, we'll never know till then. Also, I think making her go from a town that looks completely run down and almost forgotten to a town that looks brand new, like you just stepped into Universal or something, really adds to her character too, as she tries to transition her mind from that fight or flight response to this quote-unquote safe new world. Let's go over Aurora's family. There's her mother, Elise Harris, who's looking a lot more different than how she used to. There's her little brother, Huey, who used to be named Kaito in the original series. And then we have her dad, Casey. Casey is going to serve as the driving force as Aurora's main motivations throughout the series. I can't give too much information without spoiling the whole show, but trust me, Aurora is actually insane about her family. Especially when it comes to Huey. I haven't gotten a chance to show it off yet, but you guys will see. In the original Phantom Forces, you only see Casey for a brief moment with Elise, but in this one, he's missing. I'm not gonna say dead, just, not present right now. And let's just say Aurora really feels like it's her fault that he's not there anymore. This caused Elise to let go and move on very quickly, kind of leaving Aurora and Huey in the dust. This will then cause Aurora to have some resentment towards her mom, but also a level of understanding. In conclusion, Aurora is a troubled teenager that's just trying to navigate her new world and her new life without crashing out. As a teenager, when she's at school and when she's at home, she tries her best to adapt to her new changes. As a superhero, she tries her best to adapt to the constant danger that she faces while being Levitation Girl. Just when she thought she could finally have a break from fighting, her world turns upside down. Suddenly, she's met with a ring that gives her powers and a demon to deal with. And not just to deal with, to work with. And even possibly fall in love with. No matter how hard her life is or what anything throws at her, she always gets back up, no matter what. Both a blessing and a curse.
We're not stooping down to his level. We're better than that.
Fuck that! This asshat is dead meat.
Phantom, we're not killing him. We are the heroes of the city now. Maybe even the world. And heroes don't kill bad guys.
Deadpool does. And Punisher. Hell, even Batman's killed before despite his no-killing rule.
Okay, but that doesn't mean we can't be better.
Why didn't I do it?
Do you promise to show mercy for your enemies? You're allowed to harm them if necessary, but do not kill them. It'll put the ring at risk of being corrupted.
I promise. Aurora Harris, aka Levitation Girl, the most righteous and merciful hero you'll ever meet.